Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to my channel on this nice and sunny Friday lunchtime today. Let's bring the guys in before I tell you what I'm going to do. And today we've got
Sucker.
JP and we've got Jake, and they're going to be keeping me up to date with what's going on in the chat and probably having a bit of a laugh and a giggle until around about 2 o'clock anyway. Right, let's bring that up, and I'll pop you guys back in the background. Bring up the YouTube chat, so that's easier to read, and show you what I'm going to do. So I was having a bit of a chat with Mark, the gentleman wood turner, this morning, and as usual, I turned around and said to him, I've got no idea what I'm going to do at lunchtime. So he very kindly sent me a video by Ronald Kahn, who is a Dutch wood turner, and he did a three-sided vase. So I thought, yeah, let's give that a go. I haven't done one of these before. So that's what we're going to do, a three-sided vase. So it's going to be off-centre turning, turned off-centre on, obviously, 3 points. I'm not going to hollow it out. It will be drilled out to put dried flowers or dried grass, something like that in, and we'll see how we get on. Have I done one of these before? No.
Just real quick, Wayne. I know you
Yeah.
wanted to save it for editing, but your logo's covering the wood a little bit.
Just move the camera a little bit.
Right,
So if you move the wood a bit, so it's a bit more central.
Right. I'll see if I can do that on OBS rather than move the camera. How's that?
Yeah, that's better, mate.
Grand.
Camera.
There we go. Right, so I'll get on and do some turning, and the guys can let me know what's happening. I'll bring that YouTube chat up again. There we go. So it's a piece of oak. It's around about 10 inches long by 4 inches square. So I'm just going to get this down to round.
Right, I'll read out some of the people that's out in the chat. I'll scroll up a little bit. Right. Let's just get this. Where is it? I've just got to quickly look for something first.
Uh-oh.
I've got to look for the ladies' names, things. Right, here we go. Let's read out some people's out there. Right, we have Mr. Robert. I'm going to go from here, and then if I miss anybody, just I don't know, call me a name or something. We've got Mr. Robert Dolman, Mr. Chris Dodds, Mr. Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Mr. Michael McEwen, Mr. Joey, Mr. Terry Bartlett, Mrs. Chris Schwinn. Right, where's her name thing? Oh no, I've lost
Here we are.
I've lost it. I'm not going to go until I've played it.
Oh. Okay, intermission.
Intermission. Do you know what? Wayne's turning at the moment, so I'll just carry on.
I've stopped.
He stopped just for you, Jamie.
I've got to find it now. I thought I had them all together. I'm gonna have to re-upload them and put them all together.
Oh no.
Oh no, found it.
Chris.
Found it.
I'm so happy we got to see that.
There we go. Right.
As you can see, we are always prepped for this.
I'm going to have to re-upload them so they're all together. We have Terry Bartlett. We have Jennifer's Crafting Creations. We have Justin, the Garage Avenger. We have Mr. Martin Breach with Rain, Sleet or Snow. We have Tipsy Turner.
My name is Jeff.
I found that one. We have Wayne Big Feet is in. We have Mr. Benjamin in. And we're at the bottom at the moment. Surely there's more than that. We have Laurie is in. I'm going to scroll up a bit. We have Mr. Jake Thompson, Chris Dodds. Who else we got in? Bailey Woodworks is in. Brian with a Y is in.
Hello, John.
I'm in. Knights Eternal is in. Wayne the Woodturner, you're in as well.
Oh, am I here?
And yeah, you're in as well. So at the moment, I think we're all caught up at the moment.
Nicely done, Jamie.
I mean, I read out your name, Justin. Don't get Mardy.
Oh.
Is that Justin causing trouble again?
Yeah,
Did-
Justin's being Australian.
Oh.
Right, so I'm just going to put a tenon on the bottom of this now.
Woodworm Paul is in.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Should be about the right size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll just put a small groove in this. I'm just going to check that. I might have made that tenon too small.
Uh-oh.
I'll just have a look.
Let's get a quick link. So, Mr. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner is going to be live in 68 minutes to go. 68
my
minutes to go.
Ooh.
So I will post a link to Mark's live in the chat. There we go. And speaking of Mark, he is in the chat there. He says hi from
Right.
everyone and Mr. Way. Is that like Mr. Man?
No, he's got
He's Mr. Man
in
at
his
the turn up.
workshop today. Mark's got Colwyn Way in the workshop today with him. So
Oh.
they are, I think, at the moment probably sitting having Cornish pasties for the lunch. Right, what I've done, I've got a pair of dividers here. Okay, and it's round about an inch apart. And what I'm going to do is just mark a circle on the end of this.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Bob's
Like
in
that.
and Wivey Woodshed's in.
Hello,
Hey
y'all.
guys. And keeping the same distance apart, I'm just going to mark out on the circumference of this circle so I can get various points around the edge. This should give me 6 points around the edge. And we're going to use 3 of them as the off center.
Question, Wayne.
Yeah.
Does it matter about the size of the distance of the dividers?
Not really, no. Certainly when I watched Ronald's video this morning, he did his anything from an inch, he said, to an inch and a quarter.
He said, I seen it on YouTube.
I do know, and it's a bit of a plug for his channel. Daryl from Dreadnought Woodshop has got a lot of videos on this process. Three-sided boxes.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is just mark out 3 of these points with my bradawl. One, that one. One, that one.
That one?
I'm not sure.
And that one.
I'm not sure if I've said it, but Wivey Woodshed's in.
Hello, Wivey.
So let's.
Doug said I saw it. He did a great job.
I'm sure I'm doing this wrong, but we will see.
Chris Todd says he said it in metric and Dutch.
Right, need to make that a bit smaller.
Hello, John McDonald.
That's probably going to be too small. Like I say,
Good.
first time I've done this, so Yeah, that's a wee bit too small, that one. Do it there. Doesn't help when your pencil comes loose, does it?
It'll
No.
happens to the best.
At least there's lead in there.
Oh, that's in the wrong place.
It's not Saturday night, Jamie.
No, it's not.
Okay, making sure.
There we go. That's around about right there. And do some small adjustments while I'm doing the turning.
Mr. Malcolm Douglas is in.
Hello, Malcolm.
Right, so we're going to stick this back in between centers again for the moment.
Looks like the Lotus logo. Or the outside of it, anyway.
What I'll do a part and cut just to get the bottom of the vase or vase or whatever it is you want to call it. Around about, let's go for around about there.
Dara Collins in. Wayne.
Good
Hello,
afternoon. There we
So
are.
26 people have the opportunity to hit that thumbs up, Wayne. Because you have 40 wonderful people watching.
Awesome.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to turn the speed down.
And also
Oh.
pinned to the top of the chat is Wayne's Buy Me a Coffee. If anyone interested in buying him a coffee, which is really buy him a wine.
By Wayne and Wine. And a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wayne's dog stepped on a bee. You can buy him a coffee.
his wood says "wee."
When it comes off the lathe.
When it comes off the lid, yeah, aye.
When it comes off spinny. Dara Collins says, Jamie and Jake.
Hey, Dara!
I also go, Wayne Bigfoot, Terry B, Doug, Michael, Wavy, Ben, Wayne. Hi, Dara.
And then everybody says hello.
Hello. I reckon if Dara had a whistle, they'd blow it.
Hold on. I
There
have
you
one. Hey, mine almost didn't want to work. I think it's getting old.
Dr. Bob says, why not buy Wayne a bub? Chris says, it looks angry.
Still got a bit to go. Oh, not that much. Not that much. Ronald was saying the main reason that he does this, he uses this as a teaching thing on these advanced turning courses. And what he's trying to teach is actually having the bevel pointing in the direction of your cut. So I'm trying to get from there down to where I've parted through. So I'm needing to take a bit more off the bottom here before I come back to the top.
Ben says, Wayne, I've always been curious what direction an offset piece would come flying off the lathe. Can you show us to settle the debate?
Right, it all depends on the speed. If it's going very slow, chances are when it comes off, it's going to drop down. If it happens to come off the lathe as it's traveling round and you've got the widest piece at that side of the lathe, chances are if it comes off at that point, it's going to go in that direction. Whereas if it's at this side of the lathe, when it comes off, it's probably going to come towards me.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah.
You have to try and run your ass out of there.
It hit me.
It hit me. But did you die?
It hit me. Mhm.
It's our sibling rivalry, isn't it? He hit me.
He's touching me.
Get one end sorted and the other one moves.
Dara says, but wouldn't it hit the tool rest first?
That all depends. But the thing is, Dara, I'm not going to do it just to find out.
Let's try not to do it. Lori knows what we're talking about. He's breathing my air. I'm not touching her.
Yeah.
I'm not touching you.
He's in my circle. Mr. Mark Stroughton's in. Says afternoon, guys.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Still needs a fair bit off there.
My parents put up with that stuff for like a minute, and they're like, "I don't want to hear it. You guys just fight."
Mr. LeBarry's in. It says afternoon,
Hiya,
guys.
Buzz.
Hello.
Won't be long before requesting fire. If anybody didn't notice, Mr. LeBarry put a video of himself out the other day, and it was the theme tune was "Sexy Boy." I think he's a bit deluded.
Nah.
That's what comes of living so close to
That's
France. That's what that is.
Justice says, so disappointed you're not going to test it. Only watch your lives for the possible near-death experiences. Oh, and the earworms.
Here's this for Saturday nights.
Cheers, Justin. You're all heart.
Barry says, someone say fire.
Fire, fire.
Bernie. He says, ha ha ha, deluded.
Let's have a look.
Chris says, I will turn this car around.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
That'll be.
I'm going to give you something to cry about.
It'll give you. That's a good question, Jamie. It'd be like, what did your parents say to you that you ended up saying to your kids, and you're like, oh man.
Daniel Like is in. It says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Danny.
Oh, Danny, sorry, not Daniel. My eyes are terrible this morning.
We're terrible all the time.
Nice. So don't make me reach back there.
Right, let's have a look at that. That's not that bad.
She's looking at me.
I'm going to give you something to cry about.
Yeah. I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
Right. Somebody remind me on the next time Mark Beckett gives me an idea for doing something, take no notice of him.
He didn't happen to tell you that Speedy's your friend as well, did he?
No, he didn't know, luckily enough.
He told me that one day, and I got hurt. Wait till your father comes home. Do as I say, not do as I do.
That was a favourite army one, that one was.
Yeah. Chris says, calls me every name but the kid you want. You know why I'm calling you. Why didn't you answer?
That's a very, very familiar one, Chris. And at the end, she wouldn't do all that, but she was just like, you know your name.
I got my dad in trouble with my mum once when I was a kid. I put my face up against a hot radiator and slapped my hands together really loud, and just screamed "ouch!" And my face was obviously really, really bright red from the heat of the radiator. And I went in and showed my mum my face, and she was like, "Look at him! What have you done to his face?" And he didn't have a clue what she was talking about.
That sounds like a fun game, Jamie.
I know, right?
We used to duck. We'd follow my mom in the grocery store, and anytime she'd like reach for something on the shelf, so we would all duck. And she was like, "You guys are making me look bad." We were like, "So."
Steve Ash, the learner Turner, says Wayne the Wood Turner, don't mean to worry you, but that looks very wonky. Chris Dodd says childhood was a dangerous place when this lot was younger.
Agreed.
Oh, yes.
If you think I was terrible then, Chris, I'm terrible now.
He's gotten better at it.
Yeah, I perfected it.
He's experienced now.
This time I can do it with power tools.
Chris says, "But fun." Yeah, you're right. We did have a good time. I don't know how we survived though.
Yeah.
Right. Has anybody spotted the deliberate mistake yet?
I don't know. I'm
Nope.
mesmerized. I could watch you
Nope.
do this all day.
Usually it's the other way around, Chris. They usually remind you that they're abused children.
She's doing it sarcastically. You're so abused. You're so abused. You only had 10 hours on your phone.
Yeah.
The deliberate mistake is I didn't sand this bit before I started on the second one.
Don't worry about it.
We're going for rustic.
Yeah.
No,
This is where you take out the blowtorch and give Barry what he wants.
Fire.
Even though he can make a toothpick.
Just keep going. I just kept running.
You can make yourself a toothpick there, Reno. You kind of already got one at the moment.
I got you. Well done. Well done.
Christos says the only thing I was not allowed to do was run with scissors. He's kind of like, keep my kid away from that mud. He's sort of like, met me when I was a kid, drinking out of the garden tap.
Eh. This is spray us off with the water hose before he let us inside.
Yeah. Chris says, speaking of abused children, we're sitting in the living room playing Wii Sports. I had a Mega Drive when I was a kid.
We had outside.
No, I didn't even play that. I preferred to go outside, yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't
Nice
afford a
Turner
ball.
says, what size seed would you do with that? A coconut?
We couldn't afford a ball, so we just played kick.
Yeah, there you go. We used to go to the park and get sticks and use them as guns.
Or swords.
Or swords. It's amazing how many toys you can find at the park when you've got no money.
Yeah.
Right, I'll change that back onto the. Well, that's 120. Let's do.
Lewis says, abused because they don't have a PlayStation.
That's probably next. That's probably.
Justin's off.
See you, Justin.
Alrighty, Justin. Don't come home till the sun goes down. Yep.
Yeah.
Street lights.
If nobody has seen any of Justin's work, I recommend going across to his YouTube channel, The Garage Avenger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could be gone all day long, but when that street light comes on, we better be home.
Yeah.
There we go.
I remember coming home about midday or noon and then being told to just go back out again and said, don't come back.
Yeah, and then when you did come back, your parents had moved.
Yeah, that's it. They were still packing up the car. Right, I am going to put a link into the chat again for Michael Gentleman Wood Turner's live. He's doing a pop-up live with Colin Way in 46 minutes to go. 46 minutes to go. Brian over at Hartworth Turning's in.
Hello,
Hiya, Brian. Yep, that's looking good. I'll get that sanded now.
There you go.
In fact, bear with me a minute.
Big Feet, he says, my mum once asked me if I'd been up to no good because I came home clean one day. Chris Dodd says, g'day, Brian, the Scottish one. Brian with a Y's got a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
I want to know, would I be right in assuming that you are cutting parallel to the bed using the pencil arc you marked at the end of the start point?
No, I'm not cutting parallel to the bed. I'm cutting down at an angle. I'm going into it. As you can see, my tool rest is not parallel with the bed, and I'm following the tool rest.
I used to go to the park a lot, and obviously it used to be really, really muddy because I used to go and play rugby and soccer a lot up there, and used to come back absolutely filthy dirty. And I used to have to walk down the side of the house to where the hose was and just get literally soaked off. Always with a hose. I weren't going in that house.
There was always some first aid usually too. There was always cuts and bruises. And
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
She wouldn't even ask. She'd just fix us up and get supper going, and here we go.
You were lucky then, to be honest with you, because I always used to get grazes and cuts all over my head and my knees and my elbows. And the only way I never really, what was funny about it is I never really used to know I had them until I got into the bath, and then all of a sudden my whole body used to just go, "Eee, that hurts." Yeah. Ben says, JP, you mean like when you wash a dog after a walk? Yeah, a bit like that.
Pretty much.
But yeah. Norman Greenwell's in, Wayne.
Good afternoon.
Joe Garofalo's in.
Hello, hello. Amy D'Angela says hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Hello.
Hello. Benjamin says, I keep meaning to buy one of those Kronos Live Centers. Today's the day. Buy another Happy Meal, Ben. They might have one in there.
Is that the one with the different attachments to it?
I'll have to look that up.
I'm still waiting for them to start putting them in cereal boxes. Do you remember them days when they used to put little gifts in the bottom of cereal boxes?
Yep.
It always used to be like reflectors for your spike and all that kind of stuff.
Right, one final cut on this one.
Sometimes
I used to really whine my sister. Go on, mate.
Yeah, sometimes you get up early, you get a bunch of bowls out, and you get the new cereal box, and you dump out all the cereal until you get to the prize, and then you put the cereal back in the box.
There you go. There you go. I used to do that with my sister all the time. I used to really wind her up because she used to think that she used to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and it never came. But my sister used to get me back at Christmas time because what she used to do with my, we used to have the advent calendars. She used to open up the bottom, the main packet, pull all the chocolates out, eat all the chocolates, and put the thing back in. So every time I opened up the door, there was no chocolate. Dr. Bob says, when I was little, I climbed up my neighbour's tree house and was afraid to come down. My father says, when you get hungry, you will learn how.
That is awesome.
you probably have to explain what this is, Jake. And Chris says, and toys in Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks are like
Yeah.
coated popcorn.
Okay.
Like candy coated popcorn. They come in little boxes and they would have stickers in them or little tiny toys in them. It's I don't even know why
Okay.
they're not around anymore. They were fun.
So to show how UK and US differ, we used to have candy cigarettes.
We did too.
Oh, you did.
Hmm.
Stephen the Wood Dude's in.
Hi, Stephen.
Oh,
Chris
Dara
says,
said they're still around.
okay. Chris says she dumped cereal once, got caught, spanked, never did it again. So your parents raised a quitter.
Right, I'll just get this into the chuck now.
Yeah, now they put the tattoos in them. Yeah.
I got you. I haven't seen any in a while, a long time.
They used to do. They do it with gum as well, I think. Like you get like a Spider-Man one or something like that. Laurie says they still make candy cigarettes. I've not seen them for a
I
while.
guess I haven't been in a candy. My kids are grown now, so I guess I haven't been in a candy aisle in a while.
Ben Jammy's got a question, Wayne. He says he
Yeah.
can't find it now. It was Kronos and not RDG Tools. Question
Yeah,
mark.
it is there. I just looked at it the other day, and then I decided on buying the Axminster multi-center one. But it is definitely there. If you look in on Kronos, I think if you look in woodworking tools, I think it's in there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is get this drilled, and it is just getting drilled. Turn the speed down.
I'm gonna switch cameras, mate.
Can do. Just for this.
Oh.
Right, turn this. Well, that's at around about the right speed, just under 500. Hang on, I always do this. Forget to check how deep I'm going to go.
Real deep.
Real deep. Norman Greenwell says he thinks they're just called Katie sticks now. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Mark John Turner says, "We'll say bye. Nice work, Wayne."
Cheers,
Yeah,
Mark.
don't forget, Mark's will be live in 36 minutes to go with Colwyn Way. I'll put a link to the live in the chat.
Oh my.
Where's Shug when you need him?
I know, right? Only Shug can do it properly.
When you're going faster than Saturday is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're ready too. I had Jackie over here working hard yesterday. We're ready.
She's good people, is Jackie. She's good people.
She's all right.
She's alright.
Yeah. Had her on the scroll saw yesterday, Jamie. You'd be proud.
Nice. Nice. Oh. Someone wants to buy my mega pint.
Oh, very good.
Well, they're not having it.
Chris Schwinn says Saturday is an hour and a half. Is that like a demand or what are we doing?
Oh, Saturday is in an hour and a half.
Ah, I thought she was telling us.
Yeah,
Well,
you've made an error as well today, Jake.
yeah, yeah. I
We
do it all
both
the
do
time.
it, buddy. We both do it.
I do it all the time.
Oh, Chris is telling me not to sell it. Is that a
Oh.
demand, Chris?
Yeah. She's demanding
Don't
today.
do it.
No.
That one's not going to fit.
Can't keep everything, Jamie.
I know, right? I mean, I've only got like 5 or 6 boxes full upstairs. Why would I keep it?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of
Right, I'm
resin
just
pieces
bringing
I
the
might
tail
sell
stock
instead.
up here just to give us a wee bit support while I turn off the top on this.
I'm gonna start selling some resin pieces soon.
Nice.
So I've got to fund my trip to the States somehow.
There you go.
Stick my spindle gouge on here.
Amy says, and Saturday morning cartoons is early Sunday morning cartoons for us, Chris and Dadsy. Oh, Dodsy. I thought who's she calling Daddy?
Oh. Oh my.
Only supposed to call me that in private, Amy.
Mm.
Camera!
Camera.
Dr. Bob's got a question for you, Wayne.
Yeah.
What was your first paying job? Mine was a pin boy when I was 13 at a local bowling alley.
Right. My first paying job was
Carrying bricks up the pyramids.
no, it was working in a car shop doing car body repairs.
What about you, Jake?
At 11, I had a paper route.
Oh, well, yeah. Before school,
Oh.
before I left school, I had a paper round, and I also used to. I don't know if some of the old guys will remember these. The bike with the basket on the front for delivering groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that job as well. The middle of winter was a pisser when you're trying to ride them through snow. I tell you, man.
Do you know, all I can imagine now is you riding that Hovis bike.
That's it. The Hovis bike. That's the one.
I can kind of see you as like steptoe and son as well. My first paying job, I used to make double glazed windows.
Hmm.
Right, there's just got a little bit of a mark here where I had the Bradall mark, so I'm just going to take that off.
Wayne Big Pete, he said, didn't know penny farthings had baskets on the front.
There we go. Bring the tailstock up again.
Chris,
Move down to the bottom end.
Chris is laughing. I don't know why. I'm kind of concerned. Brian with a wire says paper round 7 days a week and a butcher's delivery on Saturdays with the blue basket.
There you go.
Oh, with the bike and basket, sorry.
I'm just going to
One
give
of
the
those-
spindle gouge a quick sharpen.
One of those days, huh, Jamie?
Definitely, mate, definitely.
You need to get some secretary glasses like mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Schwinder says first job was a carnival game attendant.
It was a carny.
She was a carny. So her first job was conning people.
There you go.
Awesome.
Well, that's
I'm
better.
gonna take your money to try and win a cuddly toy.
Yeah.
Throw your balls at these cups. Pot as many balls as you can. That's from a game in the UK called. What was that game called? What was that show called, Wayne? No, was it Potluck? No. I've forgotten what it was called now. It was John Virgo and Jim Davidson. I've forgotten what it was called now. Someone will put it in the chat, I'm sure.
It was called Potluck, wasn't it?
I thought it was.
Yeah, that's when John Virgo used to wear his no dad.
Wayne Bigfoot says, "Give us a break."
Give us a break, yeah.
Big break. That's what it was called.
That's when John Virgo used to wear his no dads.
That's it. No dad. Because my dad went to a party once wearing a Chelsea shirt and he called it his no dad. No dad, no dad. Don't make me wear it. Pot Black was years before that. My granddad used to work that. Watch that. Chris says, throw balls just got a visual. Thanks, Jamie. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. Klondike Craftsman says, first job was weeding gardens.
I did have. There was a lady that across the street that had me mow her yard. She had an electric lawnmower. It was like a cable. I wasn't used to that. I ended up running over the electrical cord, and she was so mad.
Ben says, I'm one of four, second eldest. Three of us had to have paper rounds as my parents couldn't afford pocket money. But the youngest never had to have a paper round as my parents could afford pocket money at that point. We never let him forget it. What did you do as your first job then, Ben?
Walnut cracker.
Walnut cracker.
Jenny Jen Jen is in the house.
Jenny Jen Jen.
Jen!
It was different for my younger brother too. By the time he was in high school, everybody else was out of the house, so it was a whole different world for him than we had to. But
yeah, I don't even can't remember what my sister did. To be honest, what did my sister do? I think my sister worked at a supermarket. Dara says, my first job was mowing yards and working for my dad at his gas station, auto garage, and house building.
Right, get the final bits of this standard now.
the job I had in high school was I was a busboy at a fancy steakhouse restaurant, and it was all right. A couple days a week, put gas in the car.
There you go.
Good girl. That's all I needed.
Ben says, first job for me was inserting the advertisement leaflets into the newspapers. What was your first paying job, Jenny Jen Jen?
Let's move this out of the way.
My sister worked as chopping weeds in the cotton fields as her first job. She made enough that summer to buy us waterbeds. That sounds fun.
Waterbeds just dated Jen.
Oh, wrong one.
You think though, if she picked all of that cotton, you think she put cotton inside of the bed instead of water?
That was the thing to do back then. Get a waterbed.
I tell you what, though, waterbed. That would. I think that wouldn't that make you feel seasick though, or to the equivalent.
Make me feel seasick. Right, I think
My-
I'll just finish this with some lemon oil.
My dad gets seasick sitting in the docks on the boat. He hates boats. Jen says my first real job was in the mail room at a mail order pharmacy.
Ooh.
She was 13. Wow. She earned a lot of money then for that age.
Yeah.
Stephen Woodley says my first job was blackmailing my brother, which was very profitable for many years. Chris says my first job was working at my sister's first job was working at a federal office job.
Nice.
Lewis says nothing like a full flotation waterbed.
Mm-hmm.
She was 15, Chris said. I got my first job exactly a month to the day after leaving school, so I was 16.
Right, just get this parted off now.
Ben says, "Oh, I also used to walk my neighbour's dog, but she paid us in love hearts. Remember those? Oh, the candy.
Yeah. They had different bits, each one obviously shaped in a heart, but they had writing on them.
Yeah. Be mine. Love you.
I nearly said something then.
You stink.
Yeah. You can get ones with insults on them now, can't you? Jen says it was a summer job for her. We lived on a very large farm in Arizona. They let the kids work in fields during the summer.
So she had her
I think
sister do it and she didn't do it?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we are. One
Nice.
three-sided vase. I'll show you the top so you can see the three-sided.
Nice.
Nice.
Three-sided vase in oak. Sanded to 240 and finished with Chestnut Products lemon oil. Right, let's bring the guys back in. There they are.
Lewis wants to know, has Wayne ever tried to hollow off centre?
Hollow off centre. No, I haven't, Lewis. And that's the first time I've done one of these vases as well. I always tell people, always used to tell people, if you're going to do something on a live, practice.
Yeah, right.
I remember the first time, I know the Mark's away now, but I remember the first time Mark came on the Virtual Crafty. And I think he was doing a
He was worried, wasn't
goblet.
he?
Yeah, he was doing the goblet from what was the movie?
When
Anyway,
Indiana Jones
by the
was
by,
it?
yeah, what the Indiana Jones one with the goblet in, and he was doing that. And he had about 10 of them. He practiced on about 10 of them before he came on on the Virtual Crafty.
Yeah, the
So
Holy
that's it,
Grail.
guys. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
I've just
the
posted
vase
a
from
link
today.
to Mark's channel in the chat. He's
Yeah,
live.
he's starting a 1:15, so we've got about 20 minutes till Mark goes live. Do as I say, not as I do. Yes, Chris, very, very apt. Very apt. Right, I think that's us for today. I saw a notification with from Steve SK Crafts earlier on. He's not doing any lives this weekend, so you're going to have to make your own entertainment for tonight if you go across and watch Steve. But Mark's on in 20 minutes.
What day does Steve usually go?
He usually does tonight, 7:45, and Sunday at 1 p.m. But he's not doing any lives this weekend. I don't know if he's got anybody standing in for him or not, but well, like I say, I haven't had any notifications to see if anybody else is doing anything. So it'll be make your own entertainment for a Friday night.
I may do something then. May not be that late.
Oh, right, okay.
We've got neighbours, but I may do something.
Grant,
Like eat.
All right. Eat. If I do something, it'll be around 6 o'clock. UK time.
Right, Ben's asking me, would you say you've reached your 10,000 hours of practice at the lathe? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't actually turn as much as I used to. I used to be out here every day, sort of 78 hours a day at one point, but I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I think I'm up there. Right, guys, I'm going to hit the button. Thanks, everybody, for coming in and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Jamie and Jake for being Eames. Very much appreciated, as usual. And I'm back tomorrow night. I was trying to look for another piece of this ash to colour that I did on Wednesday night, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Jake and Jamie are on tomorrow afternoon. That's 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UK, and sometime in the middle of the night. Sometime in the middle of the night over in Oz. Hi. So I'm going to hit the button, and I will see you all later. Bye for now.